Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers. I don't know what you're doing. I want you to get your mouse. I want you to check me out. And I want you to check me out. Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Hit subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab. Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things. You know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go. To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you. All right, Uncle Ricky, would you tell the bedtime story, please, hon, please? Yeah. All right, you kids get to bed. I'll get the storybook. Then I'm gonna find my camera and turn it on. And y'all tucked in? Yes. Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, well, officer and justice stood, and people were behaving like they weren't too good. They lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you, Ty, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making a dash. They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop. He's like he had a disease. He robbed another, and a sister, and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. The cop grabbed his arm, he started acting erratic. He said, "Keep still, boy, no need for static." Punched him in the belly and he gave him a slap. But little did he know the little boy was strapped. The kid put out a gun. He said, "Why'd you hit me?" The barrel was aimed straight for the cop's kidney. Yes, kid, he starts to figure, I'll do years if I pull this trigger. So he cold dashed and ran around the block. Cop radios into another lady cop. He ran for the street there. He saw the sister. Shot for the head. He shot back, but he missed her. Looking for expectations, he decided he head for the subway station. But she was running and she made a left. He was running top speed till he was out of breath. Knocked an old man down who swore he killed him. Then he made his move to an abandoned building. Ran upstairs up to the top floor, opened up the door. There, guess who we saw? Who? Dave, the dope fiend shooting in dope, who don't know the meaning of water nor soap. He said, I need bullets. Hurry up, run. The dope fiend pulled back a spanking shotgun. Side, but there were cops all over. Then he dipped into a car, a stolen Nova, raced up the block doing 83, crashed into a tree near University. Yeah, but the car was battered. Rat-a-tat-tatted it all. The cops scattered, but it still had static and put out the automatic. So tell me for the lady, he told the cops, back off, or honey, here's dead. Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong, but he let the lady go and he starts to run on. Siren sounded and he seemed astounded, and before long, the little boy got surrounded. He dropped his gun, so went the glory, and this is the way I had to end this story. He was only 17 in a madman's dream. The cop shot the kid, you still hear him scream. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just another case about the wrong path, straight and narrow, or your soul gets cast. Good night. Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. What? Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. Yes, sir. Relationship rehab in the ruler. Knock him out the box, Rick. What? Let's go. Hey, this is another relationship rehab. I am your host, Brian Redmond, and today, not tonight, because it ain't nighttime. Yes, I'm early, and I done did the impossible. I done pulled off another show ahead of my normal broadcast time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening in the world, if the planets are aligning or what it is, but hey, it's 5:20 and I'm live. So I'm just going to take it for what it is and I'm going to enjoy it, and I hope y'all do too. I got a great show ahead of y'all for tonight. We're going to have ourselves a good time. I'm going to get in and I'm going to get out just like I did yesterday. I really enjoyed the show yesterday. It was really good. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, please go back and check it out. I think it was pretty good. Tell me what you think. But I do want to give a shout out to all my mods, all my membership, my members. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the United Guns of America. I got over in the VIP. Oh, I got my peoples over there. BE, what's happening? Honey Chris was in the building. That's what's up. Shout out to my man James Hudson. What's happening? Shout out to CJ Gunn, UFO Kamikaze, Tara D'Onofrio. Let's see who else. I got Calvin Dickinson in here. Who else is up in here? I'm gonna try to shout out quite a few of y'all. Please click that like button on y'all way in. Raphael Hardwick, DJ Mac 121, Greg G. What's happening? He said this is becoming a new trend all over, and it's sad and scary. I'm telling you, my man Left Third, what up with it? Also, All Safe Cybersecurity, Mr. Martez says, before midnight live, glad I'm catching it. You ain't shit, but you kicking facts. Shout out to Bossa Queenie. Who else? Bronze Star, what's good? Tim Zoller, there we go. Rose Bruce, all the way from the UK across the pond. All right, what's going on? That's what's up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. And man, without further ado, my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Okay. So what I want to talk about today, if you saw the title of my show, says police say that people are no longer safe in major cities being overrun with crime. I was kind of confused, and I think I got it right, but if there are any English scholars, is my title grammatically correct? Is it overrun with crime? I said when I'm saying being overrun with crime, that's correct. That's what I thought. But I wasn't sure if it should have been being overran with crime. I thought because it's like consistently happening, like now is not past tense, so I wouldn't say ran. So I think I used it right, and I said being overrun with crime. So I know I got some scholars in here, some English scholars in here somewhere, but yeah, y'all let me know if I got that right. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. I'm definitely not sure. I could definitely fuck up and and be grammatically incorrect. So I don't know if it should be overrun or overran, but somebody figured it out. She said, no, the title makes, oh wait, our cybersecurity says overrun are being, all right, major cities being overrun with crime. So I should have put are being overrun? No, being. Okay. No, being overrun. Okay. All right, I think I got it right then. I don't know, shit. That's a good side debate. But what I wanted to show you guys is this is something that I have been talking about for some time. And I've been saying this since we had first had the first parts of the pandemic. I started talking about this, and I started talking about, you know, not necessarily just how society just breaking down, but I started talking about when shit would get bad and how it would start to progress. This, and I'm saying it now, this is what I said would happen, and this is just the beginning. I'm telling y'all, this is just the beginning. What you're seeing now is just the beginning. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this, and the reason why I wanted to do this show, because I did a show a few weeks ago where I just talked about the smash and grabs, but this is more of the beginning part of when shit gets bad, of shit hitting the fan. What they're doing now is basically hitting the retailers, and eventually they're going to run out of hitting the retailers. And what's going to happen next is they're going to start hitting us, y'all, people. It's happening now. People now have gotten more bolder than I've ever seen before. And I'm going to start out with just showing this. If I can find it. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm going to start out with just showing this video here, because this is something that's happening a whole lot more often. And I'm really surprised at the fact that, you know, nobody's really saying nothing about it, but it's like, damn, do y'all not see this shit going down? But let's just watch this.
You may recall this horrific moment when a restaurant manager was accosted by hot soup. Well, the latest episode of the Out of Control Consumer features a woman who hit a manager at the restaurant when her credit card didn't go through fast enough.
This restaurant customer is about to erupt in a terrible act of violence. We should warn you, what's about to happen is disturbing to watch. The customer sucker punches the manager. The blow across the face is so hard, her glasses are flung off. Courtney Hickey is the manager of the restaurant in Columbus, Ohio. She says it happened when she asked the customer to reinsert her credit card.
Now, that is what blew me, because I can definitely say this. There are times when people get into arguments and shit get heated and shit can go left for whatever reason. You can have bad service. Somebody can say something sideways to you and it pisses you off. Sometimes you could be somewhere at a restaurant. I've only really seen that at like IHOPs and Waffle Houses, where you have those servers talking crazy like they can't get their ass whooped. And shit goes left, and then there's a brawl that breaks out, right? And then you have your classic just angry black women that get mad and they want to fight when shit don't go their way, or when they don't feel like paying, they cause a fucking ruckus. So I get it. But this right here, she got mad because she asked her to run her fucking card again because it didn't go through. How in the fuck does that warrant a fucking slap in the face? I have no idea. I tried to figure it out. I tried to give this black woman every benefit of the doubt, and there was nothing that I could come up with. I came up with buckus. Nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. To where someone doing this warranted a fucking slap in the face. Check it out.
Sure, I was looking down at the time when she did it because I just didn't even see it coming at all. I caught myself and tried to assess the situation as quickly as I possibly could.
It's just the latest attack on restaurant employees.
Look at this
Last month, this restaurant manager in Texas had soup thrown into her face. The culprit was arrested and charged with assault. Andrew Riggy is with the New York City Hospitality Alliance.
Most customers are polite and they're nice to restaurant workers, but for those that are obnoxious or aggressive, they need to know it's unacceptable. They cannot do it, and restaurant workers need to be kept safe.
Courtney says it's unfortunate that these assaults are happening way too often.
The potential of
And I would say this, I'm going to say this. Because here's the thing, if this shit was the other way around, if that woman would have went after her and beat her ass, if that woman would have stomped the shit out of her after that, that woman would have sued the fucking company, she would have sued the business, and she would have won, and she would have got a fat ass settlement. And that's fucked up that we're living in that type of world today. It's like, even if those people do fight back, the person who actually started the shit, they still gonna fucking win because they get to sue. I get mad because you asked me to run my card again. I slap the dog shit out of you. You then come around the counter, mollywop and beat the shit out of me. I then turn around, get a lawyer, file a lawsuit, and get tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, or in some cases possibly millions of dollars for the fuck shit that I started, that I instigated, but because you being the employee representing a company or a corporation, you get to come and sue me, and you get a fat ass check. So it's like the people that are the servers, they don't have any fucking choice. They don't have any fucking recourse, which is why this is a situation where the law should step in, and there should be very stiff punishment. Not only should your ass get a minimum fine of like $10,000 or some shit like that, but your ass should have to do a good 2-year sit down. Yeah. You having a bad day and you smack a motherfucker, or you still on a motherfucker for whatever reason, and it's unprovoked, you not defending yourself, yeah, your ass should have to sit down for 24 months. Minimum. That's your minimum time. You got to go to actual fucking jail. Take your ass to jail for, well, I can say probably a year or 2 years. 1 or 2 years. Just to start out with. You got to sit down. Because it's like, and now fuck that. I'm going to say 2 years. You got to sit your ass down for 2 years. Because the thing is, people are emboldened enough, because if you do it less than a year, then your ass get to go to jail. Nah, fuck that. You need to go in there to the penitentiary, where it's niggas yelling and screaming and hollering at night, where motherfuckers are getting their ass beat, getting shanked and all that kind of shit. You need to be in that environment to really understand how important it is to have your freedom. There was no reason for that motherfucker, to throw a fucking cup of hot soup. I'd have took that white bitch right on down, took her ass to jail, and took her ass right on to the penitentiary. Go on and sit down. Sit your white ass right on down here. That black bitch that smacked the shit out of her, oh, you gonna smack a bitch? Okay, I hope you get smacked while your ass sitting down, because you ain't gonna go in jail and have fun. See, a lot of these motherfuckers, especially in these female jails, when they're in the jail, they ain't really doing no time. They sitting down, having little parties and shit. Y'all seen that shit on that little show, 60 Days In? They ain't no real shit. Take your ass to prison where you gotta really sit down. Fuck that jail shit. Jail is too easy for some shit. You do some stupid shit like this, sit your ass down in a real fucking prison for a year and a half, 2 years, and then, hey, we'll see if that adjusts your fucking attitude. Lose your fucking freedom for just hauling off to slap a motherfucker because they asked you to run your card again. My card? Are you fucking kidding me? Man, please.
Of getting hit or worse is always a possibility, and I'm just glad it wasn't worse.
The woman who hit Courtney has not been taken into custody.
Yep, there it is. But that leads me into what I'm getting into now, and the fact that we're in a state to where these cities that are being overrun by niggas who just deciding I'm gonna steal some shit, here's what's gonna happen. Y'all letting them get away with it. Y'all letting these motherfuckers get out of jail without nothing more than a slap on the wrist or a pinch on the ass, and that's it. And when they do, they're going to keep getting out, and they're going to see, oh, I ain't going to jail. Oh, ain't shit going to happen to me. And when they can't take no more shit out of these stores, they're going to start taking shit from these people on these streets, and then they're going to start knocking on these motherfucking doors. Who is it? Niggas. Who? Nigga, you heard me. Open the door. What can I help you with? Your shit that's in your house. Now you can either do this the hard way or the easy way. You can just unlock the door and step to the side, let me take the shit I want to take, or I can kick this motherfucking door down and come and take all this shit and possibly whoop some ass in there because you done pissed me off because I had to break the door down. What up with it, Preem? But that's what we getting to. So just watch. Let's take a look and see. Because you know, now everybody knows about these smash and grabs and shit that we've seen. Ain't it funny how and it's not just, it's occurring all over. It's occurring all over, but they really not talking about it. They just mentioning it shit when shit like Nordstrom's lose $100,000. Louis Vuitton lose $60,000. They have said that it's over $1 billion in like merchandise that has been stolen. Over $1 billion. Or it's either $1 billion or $4 billion. Somebody gonna say it. They gonna correct me. But yeah, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I want you to take a look and see where we're headed to. Let me get this shit together. Is that it? Yeah.
Smash and grab robberies surging in Chicago. But the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, blames retailers. You got to tell me more.
She did. She blamed the retailers, and she should apologize for saying this.
Some of the retailers downtown in Michigan Avenue, I will tell you, I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. For example, we still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, locking up their merchandise at night, chaining high-end bags. These purses seem to be something that is attracting a lot of attention on these organized retail theft units.
Yep. Yes, I know people are watching this now and you can't believe she just said what she said. Yes, this bitch is making excuses for the people that are actually committing the crimes, saying that, oh, all y'all that's getting y'all shit broken into, well, what y'all should be doing is chaining y'all shit down and y'all should be hiring security guards. I'm sorry, but when the fuck did retailers go into business to lock up merchandise so that motherfuckers won't be doing smash and grabs? Who the fuck does that? Is that what the fuck Macy went into business for? How the fuck do you just lock? What do? You gotta lock down everything? Because the shit that's locked down, some of it will stay locked down, but then they gonna go to other shit. These people are coming in here to just take shit. So what the fuck does that mean? I gotta hire motherfucking security? I gotta get more motherfucking police in my store? I didn't go into business to hire the police and to chain down the fucking merchandise that I want to sell. Imagine taking your ass into a Walmart and you go into the dairy section and you go get some milk and all the milk is strung together with a goddamn chain. Now I got to wait. Yeah, can I get 2 other 2% gallon milk, please? Yeah, I know you got to get the key. Okay. Who the fuck wants to shop like that? You see the type of mentality that she's putting out there? She's literally telling the retailers that y'all fucking up. Fuck the fact of the safety of the city. Fuck the fact that these niggas is they are literally overrunning the city like fucking Jurassic Park. It's like a motherfucker has fucked up the security system and all of the electric fencing is down, and it's a motherfucker at the goddamn police headquarters saying, you didn't say the magic word. So now you shut down this shit, and the motherfucking velociraptors been testing the goddamn electric fencing, never hitting the same spot twice, and now they see, oh damn, the electric fencing is down. We out here. This shit is fucking ridiculous. She's literally blaming the retailers for not hiring more security. So you telling me after the pandemic, after all of the money that I've lost because you, bitch, had the city shut down, then, bitch, you let these motherfuckers riot and tear my fucking store up. After all of that, during the holiday season now they're starting, which is the most important quarter of any fucking retailer's business. Now I gotta pay more money to hire security, pay more money to hire security device, to buy security devices to lock this shit up because you won't stop these niggas from stealing from us? This is ridiculous.
Heard Democrats say, no, this doesn't exist. We've heard them blame the retailers who are still trying to get back from the pandemic. They should do more. And what about those small mom and pops who are next to some of those larger, bigger chains so they can get the foot traffic? They're supposed to go out and hire security guards and spend all that money. And the fact that this is happening, not just in the bad areas like the south side of Chicago, but in the more affluent, the tourist areas and the hot spots, you got a major problem. And that's not the way to address it.
Yeah, wait till later in the show when we tell you what's going on in Beverly Hills, California.
Oh, yeah.
We will get that.
Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, I can take you on out to L.A. and we can see what's happening out there. But let's hear what the motherfucker said about this bitch after she said that. I couldn't believe that she said that. I mean, I know it's fucking Lori Lightfoot and she's full of shit, but how in the fuck do you begin to just spin some shit to where you make it the people who are actually paying taxes? Yeah. Paying taxes to do business in the city, and then the fact that they're now, because it ain't been like this from day one, now that they're being overran by these little niggas that's coming in here, smashing and grabbing, and I'm saying, yes, little niggas, because it ain't none but these little niggas that's going out here and doing this shit. All that bullshit to the back, I'm saying what motherfuckers really want to say. It's these little young ass niggas that's coming from the hood, that's smashing and grabbing, taking these bags, they coordinating the shit on Facebook, and they mobbing. Just like them niggas was downtown last week, fucking the city up, fighting and everything. And don't nobody want to call it what it is. These little niggas have gone down there and they've taken over the city because they know the police ain't gonna do shit, because it ain't that many of them. And then if they do get caught, they're getting right back out of jail to do the shit all over again. That's exactly what the fuck is happening.
Mayor Lightfoot is facing backlash after pointing the finger at Mag Mile businesses.
The mayor said those stores are not doing enough to stop smash and grabs. Tia Ewing joins us now with more. Tia.
Well, Lightfoot made these comments on Monday, and the fallout just keeps on coming. Now the Illinois Retail Merchants Association is calling Lightfoot out, saying it's time the mayor sits down with them and police to create a better plan.
The safety is determining thereby and whether where they're going to locate, whether they're going to locate.
Kev, I know you say nigga when you by yourself. I know. Kev, right? I know when you by yourself or when it's just you and your fellow white folks, y'all sitting getting a huddle together and y'all just look at each other in a huddle and just start nigga, yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga, yeah, nigga, yeah. I know that's what y'all do. I've always wondered why it's such a terrible thing to where black folks don't want white folks to say nigga. I've always wondered that. Like, y'all know that they say it. It's like they say the shit when they amongst each other. When they at home, when they sitting there watching the news at 6 o'clock getting ready for bed because they just had supper at 5, and they sitting there reading in the bed with their glasses. Yep, they got their glasses on. Tom is sitting there and he got his glasses on like this and he's reading the book and he got channel 2 CBS. He got channel 2 news on and he's reading and he hear this shit go on. And Susie, she's sitting in the bathroom, sitting in the vanity chair, sitting at the vanity, brushing her hair because she got to brush it 100 times on both sides. So she's sitting there brushing, sitting there in her nightgown. And Tom looks up and he hears that. And you know what he says to Susie? Susie, did you see these niggers downtown at the Bean? Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. I'm so glad we did our online shopping this year. I'm not going down to the Magnificent Mile. You make sure that the kids don't go down there. These niggas are just taking over the city. They look like a group of velociraptors just mauling over everyone. That's what they saying. Come on, y'all. Why are you so why is it such a bad thing for somebody to say that word nowadays? I don't get it. Because we say it. If it was a bad word and we didn't want other people to say it, then we shouldn't say it. They sit there and they look at it. Jesus Christ, how many I didn't even know there were this many niggas in the city. Did you see this? She was like, yes, I was talking to Ann today, and she was actually down in Michigan, and she said it was so many niggers down there that she thought they was giving away the government cheese and the butter like they used to do back in the late 80s. Jesus Christ, how do this many niggers get down here? Is that CTA? Are they the ones transporting these niggers in? That's what it is. We've got to, I'm telling you, trust me, we will be a much better people when we can move past the offensiveness of a word, or we just stop using that word. And I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to stop using the word nigga. Shout out to Paul Mooney. Mooney said, I say nigga 100 times a day. Keeps my teeth white. I like the word nigga. Nigga this, nigga that, nigga. Can you lend a nigga a pencil? I'm gonna say nigga. Y'all remember that video of that white man saying nigga? Nigga this, nigga that, nigga. I'm just gonna say it. I am just predisposed to the word. I got to say it. There go my boy Preem. That's who we used to laugh our ass off at that video back in Best Buy. We used to watch that shit. Nigga this, nigga that.
And their viability. That's how bad this problem has become.
That was a summit on crime held earlier this week. The president and CEO of the Illinois Retail Merchants Association says these smash and grabs have caused retailers to lose $3.7 billion.
Look at that nigga there. That nigga in a wife beater. These are niggas that's doing this. You might find you a couple of spics in there, but these are niggas that's doing this. Niggas are doing this shit. That's what's happening. This is what they're doing. That's just what it is. Now, if it was, because people always try to say, man, they always want paint the narrative that it's all praise black, you be Mexican and stuff. Look, if there was a bunch of rice, MSG, and a bunch of fucking soy sauce being stolen, and wasabi, I would say, man, look at these goddamn Asians. These motherfucking chanks is stealing shit. I would say that. If it was a bunch of masa, tortilla shells, and the corn husk for tamales being stolen and masa, I would then say, man, look at these goddamn spics. They stealing all this shit. If it was a bunch of lawn tools, if somebody broke into a steel store and stole all the leaf blowers, all the weed whackers, and all the lawnmowers, I be like, man, them goddamn Mexicans need to sit their ass down. They fucking up the market, and they gonna have to now increase the prices of this shit. I would say that the Mexicans is doing that shit. But when you talking about Gucci and Louis, them niggas. White folks can afford to buy Gucci and Louis. Niggas steal it. That's what it is. So don't be mad when your ticket get punched and they call your name. That's just what it is. Asians do, they'll steal some shit if some shit came up. If there was a bunch of fireworks being stolen, I'd be like, yep, them goddamn Asians are stealing. If it was a bunch of ninja stars and nunchucks and them little shoes with the rope soles came up missing, I'm gonna say them goddamn Asians done stole this shit. The Yakuza is running rampant in Chicago. I would say it, but that's not what's happening. These niggas is stealing Chanel, Gucci, Fendi, Louis. Right, if a bunch of katanas came up missing off of a freight train, we know that it was the goddamn Yakuza that did it. That's just what it is. Them ninja stars and them bear claw things that they used to have with the little hooks on it that you wear like that so you can climb up trees. If that shit got stolen, I would be talking about these Asian samurai thieves that's stealing shit. But that ain't what's happening.
To $4 billion in merchandise.
$4 billion.
Hours
There we
later,
go.
Chicago's Mayor Lori Lightfoot responded with this.
I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority.
Lightfoot is catching some heat over the comments. Carr says she's, quote, sadly misinformed.
You can't, as she suggested a couple weeks ago, buzz everyone in and out through a door. Retail doesn't work that way.
Yep.
You can't put everything behind locked.
Now, retail does work that way in the hood. When you go to the liquor store, you go to that gas station, you go to that Arab store, where them motherfuckers like, hey, my friend, no. You come in here before with you and your other friends. Now I let one in and one out. That's what they do. You either take it or leave it, my friend. They know how to do that shit. But if I'm coming downtown to shop on the Magnificent Mile, and it's a motherfucker buzzing me in and out to spend $3,500 on a bag, you know what I'm going to say? Motherfuck you and the store. You not going to treat me like a criminal. You not going to treat me like I done stole something or I'm going to steal something. And if I go to look at a fucking $5,000 Chanel bag, it better not be chained up. It better not be chained up. That makes no sense. That's like going to the fucking Bentley store and the doors are all locked. You don't do that because people who go and shop there and spend money there, that's the kind of shit that we want to do. We want to touch and feel the shit. You want to sit in, you want to, hey, can you come open this car up for me? I bet, nigga, please. I'm about to spend $300,000 on a vehicle and I can't open this motherfucker up. Boy, man, not me. I ain't gonna have to ask you to let me see something so I can give you my money. The fuck this is. So that's not how retail works in these areas. But in the hood, at them gas stations and shit, y'all know how them motherfuckers is. They be buzzing motherfuckers in and out. Niggas be outside cold than a motherfucker waiting because it's Friday and it's packed. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Niggas in there buying they setups and shit. Niggas is getting they motherfucking Black and Miles. Niggas buying they motherfucking White Owls. Niggas buying all they motherfucking they Black Woods and all that shit. So it's a bunch of niggas going in and out high traffic. Them motherfucking Arabs had them motherfucking buzzers, buzzing niggas in and out. You be standing there talking to your boy and you hit the buzzer, and when they open the door, you smell all that funk that them Arabs be generating because they don't believe in deodorant, and you turn around and be like, oh, it's my turn to go in. I don't know why these Arab motherfuckers don't be wanting to wear deodorant. These Arabs and them African motherfuckers, them Nigerian motherfuckers, them uh-ohs. Them niggas that first get over here, they do not be wearing deodorant. Boy, they have on all them beautiful African garbs, and you see them far away and be like, man, look at my brothers and sisters from the motherland. And they come up there and say, I bought you some of this funk from the motherland too, motherfucker. How about that? You walk up to them, and they be smiling, they nice, and you be like, hey, how you doing? Hello, how are you? And you walk by them and be like, uh-oh. What was that? Motherfuckers be funky like the DOC. La funky. God damn. Right, brain, you look at it and be like, why you smelling like this? Why did you not put on deodorant? You got on 5 layers of clothes. Did you think you could camouflage the funk? No, it's coming out through your pores. It's like, motherfuckers, y'all know that shit true. Tell me if I'm lying. Just be like, nah, be you lying. Motherfuckers don't be smelling like that. Nope, them motherfuckers do. They walk past your ass and you be like, uh-oh, who died? I remember Dave Collier had this joke. He said, excuse me, miss, but can I smell your pussy? And she'd be like, you most certainly cannot. He said, oh, then, bitch, that must be your feet. Like, God damn. that motherfuckers, boy, they be smelling like, man, look, it's so bad, boy, and that you got to catch them early in the morning. Don't catch them late in the day, boy, where they done been to work and been out and about, Cause it's terrible, Jack. You walk by one of them motherfuckers and be like, what? If you don't get your motherfucking funky ass up out of here. Like, god damn. All right, I'm gonna stop. Let's go.
Key or a glass case.
Some high-end stores along the Gold Coast have hired security guards to usher in customers one at a time because of videos like this, where a handful of criminals come in at a time. In this case, the theft ring made off with over $100,000 worth of Louis Vuitton items.
The National Retail Federation reported that these types of crimes, organized retail crimes, have increased over 60% in the last 5 years.
Retailers aren't the only ones who see the fallout from this.
Yep.
It also means millions aren't coming in from sales tax for Chicago and the state of Illinois.
We still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational.
And we still have mayors who refuse to get a proper lining on their haircuts. We still have mayors that refuse to buy a tailor-made suit to fit. We have these mayors that just insist on buying off the rack, even though it looks terrible, and they're making probably like $300,000 a goddamn year. They just refuse to. They refuse. Like this bitch. She's terrible, man. Looking like Thriller.
At a press briefing, the White House says they don't agree with Lightfoot. The mayor says she's added extra police patrols at shopping areas across the city. Live in the studio tonight, I'm Tia Ewing. Corey?
And the lie detector test determined that was a lie. How you gonna add extra police details when your police department is fucking diminished by droves? You got police leaving left and right. Your police department is understaffed like a motherfucker. There is literally an officer shortage with the Chicago Police Department. So how the fuck are you adding extra details? You're not, bitch. You're lying. You're just saying that shit to be saying it. God damn.
There have been a lot of lies said around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
That you can believe. She lying her motherfucking ass off. There's no way she could be doing that. Now check this shit out. This bitch AOC, she said that she don't even believe that this shit is happening.
Brooke, thank you very much. And joining us now to continue this is Dov Hikind, former New York State Assemblyman, founder of Americans Against Anti-Semitism. And Dov, you just heard there what AOC said, and you heard the response immediately from Walgreens, who said she doesn't know what she's talking about. We've seen the stats. We show them on air all the time. We've spoken to people in law enforcement and in district attorneys. Is she just not aware of what's going on, or does she not consider these crimes either seem to be a mistake?
Listen to this shit.
AOC is out of control. I don't think she's living on this planet. Facts don't matter. She doesn't want to be confused with facts. All she's interested is defund the police, close the prisons down, defund the prisons. I think it's time to defund AOC. She's a danger. I really think she's a danger. These crimes that are being committed, there are real victims out there. The bail reform that she supports, where criminals walk out before the police officer finishes the paperwork. It's ridiculous, causing new victims out there. It is really out of control. And I think AOC, Republicans are speaking out on this.
And here's the thing about AOC. AOC is one of those people who is literally manipulating her situation because she's somewhat attractive and she's Hispanic. She's playing that card to the max, and she has gotten the right liberals to fund her because they see, oh man, we can get shit pushed through. Oh shit, she can help us with our agenda. And they put her in place because of that. She was a fucking bartender. And not to say that that's a bad thing, but my thing is this. She never, and I mean never, has anything that is of substance to talk about or to make points about. Everything that she talks about that are issues and her solutions for them, they are literally fantasies. fantasies. Everything that she comes up with is some fantasized fucking solution that a motherfucker who does not live in reality, who does not have has had a real job would even think of. And because she has not, she ain't had it hard. She ain't had to do and go without because she has used her looks to get where she is. Period. Plain and simple. If and I'm just saying this because it's true. If AOC was a 245, 250 pound motherfucking short, dumpy, frumpy looking Mexican chick, she wouldn't even be in office. Talking the way she talks, if you just literally put her in a short, fat Mexican body, she wouldn't be talking. She wouldn't, not talking, she would not be in office. She just wouldn't. She literally would not be. That's just the truth. The fact that she had, because of, and I'm just telling you what it is, because of her looks, she has gotten where she is. She is not a very, she's not intelligent. She's not she's not a well-spoken person. She literally just makes shit up. He said, but Brian, she had to pull double shifts at the bar. That's why she works at a bar, because she got tipped well. I'm sure she was probably one of the most popular bartenders at the bar. I'm sure she knew how to flirt and play the game and got some of the best tips, which is why she would work a double. Because you couldn't put that bitch in a job where she has to use her brain. You couldn't put her in a spot to where she actually had to figure shit out and think shit through for herself. You couldn't. She wouldn't be able to function. And I'm just saying, because she's never had to do it. Yep, Preem, that's what you would call pretty privilege. She is definitely a benefit of that. Pretty privilege like a motherfucker. She has had privilege just because of her looks. Plain and simple. And there are a lot of women that have that, but there are a lot of women that are pretty that actually have some type of intelligence. They can actually have reasoning and logic in making their decision. They're just not saying, oh, I'm just going to be cute and say what the fuck I want to say and ain't nobody going to say shit because I'm cute. It's just like even in the hood. That bitch that's in the hood that got a fat ass gets away with a lot of shit, and niggas let her get away with the shit because they all want to fuck. So they'll let her talk crazy. They'll let her act ignorant. They'll let her do stupid shit. And they just sitting there all the while letting her run her mouth saying, man, I just want to fuck. I can't wait to fuck. I'm going to let her talk. I'm going to let her say what the fuck she got to say. And then I'm going to tell her I'm sorry. And then I'm going to get the fuck. That's what niggas do. And these bitches know that. That's why they run their mouth the way they do. Because they know a nigga is always going to want to fuck. May not be you, nigga, but it'll be the nigga next to you. It'll be the nigga after you, or it'll be the nigga 2 niggas after you. All of them want to fuck. And they'll put up with my mouth. They'll put up with my ignorance. They'll put up with my rude behavior. I can talk crazy than a motherfucker because if it ain't you, the next nigga gonna take it because he want to fuck. And that's what they do. And we put up with the shit. I can't tell you how many times I done heard my niggas say shit like, man, she just be talking, man. Man, she just be like that sometimes, bro. What? What? Like, man, I ain't gonna let no motherfuckers talk crazy to me just because they got a fat ass. Bitch, you and that fat ass and get the fuck on. Bitch, you and them big titties and get the fuck out my face. Because just like it's a big titty, big ass bitch standing right here talking shit, it's another one over here that ain't talking shit. So fuck you. But when you have simp ass niggas, they won't do that. They still they thinking, man, Joe, I at least got her number. She'll at least talk to me when she ain't got shit else to do. She'll at least answer my phone call. Like, nigga, please. That's what niggas would do. So it's like it's the same thing for her. It's just that, just like with the chick who ran for president. Vice president with I was about to say Dick Cheney, but that is not him. The dude that died. That motherfucker, she was dumb as a box of rocks. But they put her out there just because she was fairly attractive. She looked like a soccer mom, and she was dumb as shit, and people put up with it and made excuses for it. Pretty privileged. Sarah Palin, thank you so much. That's just what we do. That's just what we do. And even though that bitch was running for fucking office, she didn't even have the wherewithal or thought it was important for her to even get knowledge, to gain knowledge. That bitch was saying shit like, yeah, the dinosaurs was just here 1,000 years ago. I can see Russia from my house. Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Are people from my Democratic Party, are they blind? Maybe AOC is blind. Clearly she doesn't see it. Where are the others in the Democratic Party to stand up and defend the innocent people of this country who are being victimized by criminals?
Yeah, and it's not just these smash and grabs that she's denying. And you've said in the past that she never raises her voice about the rising number of anti-Semitic crimes either.
Absolutely. Missing in action. She chooses what she's going to speak out about. And it is a really sad commentary on AOC. You know, she's a big heroine to a lot of people. She is a disaster for the average American because her...
Hey, and just to really to bolster my point, do you notice that out of the group, I can't even remember all three of their names, or is it four of them? But it's AOC, Omar, Ilhan Omar, and then it's the other black lady, and I think it's another one. I think it's four of them. That little crew, who's the one that's out front most? Who's the one that's out front most? Who gets the, and all four, I think it's three or four of them. I know it's at least three. I know it's at least three of them. All of them are on the same shit. They all share the same ideology. They all talk the same speaking points, all of that shit. They all talk the same. She gets the most attention. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. The black chick that's in that little group don't get no love. Ain't no love when you're black as a... Ain't no love when you're black and look shitty. It ain't no love. I'm telling you. They don't give her no love. They don't even acknowledge. They don't want to hear shit that motherfucker got to say. This bitch can get on here and start talking about sandwiches, and them motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, she's talking about sandwiches. Let's see what she has to say. Omar Presley and Talib, yes. Yes. They don't, I'm telling you, I do hear, you hear Omar every once in a while, but she ain't none of them out front like her. And they all talk the same. They all on the same thing. Cori Bush is another one. They don't be trying to hear from that bitch unless that bitch say, I just got my ass beaten. That's why I'm out here talking to them. They be like, oh, okay, we ain't got nothing else rolling. Y'all sure we ain't got nothing else going on? Okay, we'll hear from her. Other than that, that's it. You don't hear shit about them because them other ones aren't as even closely as being attractive as she is. She looked the best out of all of them. That's why she like the leader of their crew. They all look to her. That's it. So I'm just saying, it's some truth to that shit, to what I'm saying. When you got that pretty privilege, they let you get away with shit. My problem is, when you're talking about something like this bitch is deciding and is writing policy, she's voting for shit. Why would you not at least challenge what the fuck she's saying? Regardless of how she look. If she's telling you some shit that's right and she attractive, okay, so be it. But if she's telling you some shit that's dumb as fuck and she's attractive, you should be the first one saying, hold on now. I know you look good now, but what you just said don't make no goddamn sense. Can you please explain it?
Policies and the things that she advocates, and the fact that so many Democrats are fearful of her and the radical left of the Democratic Party. When good people are silent, Democrats I'm talking about, then we are in real trouble. And that is exactly what's going on. Why is it only Republicans? Where are the Democrats? Where are the moderate Democrats who watch on television what's going on in this country? Crime out of control in New York, in Los Angeles, other cities all over America. Victims all over America. AOC doesn't care about victims. She cares about the criminal.
I want to get your views on another topic related to this. This is Jen Psaki blaming the spike in crime on COVID. Take a listen.
So when a huge group of criminals organizes themselves and they want to go loot a store, a CVS, a Nordstrom, a Home Depot, until the shelves are clean, you think that's because of the pandemic?
I think a root cause in a lot of communities is the pandemic, yes.
So COVID got me wanting to rob Gucci. What? Yeah, man, this pandemic so fucked up. I gotta go steal out of Foot Locker. Fuck going to take good. Now, if motherfuckers was going, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. This whole slap on the wrist shit, if this was happening at like Walmart where people were stealing for food, I would understand. People were going in and running to grab bread and lunch meat to make sandwiches and shit, getting chips and shit. I would understand. Hey, man, these people are starving. When you're starving, what else you gonna do? If I'm hungry, goddamn it, and I'm motherfucking ain't got no money, hey, all right, look, pull the car up. I'm gonna go ahead, get a couple of baskets, put some shit in there, and I'm just gonna walk the fuck out, throw the shit in the car, and we drive the fuck off. I ain't gonna try to fill up no cart. I'm just gonna walk clean out this motherfucker. And the minute they say something, I'm going to take the fuck off, throw the shit in the car. We going to drive the fuck off, take the license plate off the back so they can't get no plate number, or put a towel or something over the plate, and that way they can't see it. See how I got that shit figured out? I'm telling you, nigga, if I wanted to be a criminal, I'd be one of the best ones at it. But if that's what was happening, cool. You can't tell me that because I had to shelter in place for 6 months, now the only way that I can make myself feel better and to get over my depression is to go rob fucking Cartier. I got to go break into the fucking Louis Vuitton store and get myself a bag. That's bullshit.
It's strange because I don't think we've seen the similar spike in states like Florida or Texas that don't have Democratic-led governors. What do you say?
This administration is out of control. This administration, you know, you blame Trump, you blame the pandemic. Why don't they look in the freaking mirror? They are responsible.
Okay, but Dove, what needs to change? What needs to change?
So he's going to talk about the administration and all that shit after this. But it's like, when you have all of this shit, isn't it something how all of this shit, they find a way to still interject Trump or inject Trump into the conversation as to why shit is fucked up? This motherfucker been gone since January. As my boy Rashawn would say. Since January, these motherfuckers this nigga been gone. How y'all still trying to say it's because just like them bitches them Davis sisters. If y'all didn't see the show that I did yesterday, you need to go watch it. Angela Davis, pro-black, Black Panther. I was there when they killed Fred Hampton. Power to the people. All that Angela Davis and her sister got on fucking Sway's show talking about Juicy Smollett and talking about how this shit that he's in, he's a victim in all of this, and they literally found a way to blame Trump with it. They literally found a way to put Trump into that shit. It's amazing how they do this. It's fucking amazing. Y'all just, you don't have anything to say right here? Put Trump, say Trump. Yeah. You say your water got turned off. What? That's because of Trump, ain't it? Yep. You know Trump had policies in place to cut people's water off, man. And people be like, yeah, you right, man. That motherfucker was fucked up, man. You was racist. It's like, man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, please click that like button while y'all watching this. I think I got one more left. Yeah, I do. And this one here, because now we've already talked about Chicago. We've already talked about good old New York. Well, now let's go on over here to LA.
Time a string of smash and grab robberies combined with an uptick in home invasion attacks have Los Angeles residents on edge.
Critics slam California's soft on crime policies and the state's zero bail policy that ensure most suspects walk free. Well, here to react is LAPD detective and director of the Los Angeles Police Protective League, Jamie McBride. Jamie, thanks so much for being with us early this morning. And, you know, I just saw a statistic which is quite amazing to me, that there were 11 smash and grab robberies reported throughout the city up till about a week ago, over a month-long period. 14 people arrested from those, all back out on the streets, and you say that they're out on the street faster than the paperwork can be done.
How, Sway? How? How? I'll tell you how. Because these motherfuckers got these relaxed laws to where in California, if you steal some shit that's less than $1,000, nigga, you don't go to jail. Ain't that some shit? Pulled up in the CADILL bumping AC.
Explain.
Well, yeah, first we have to look, how do we get here? You know, the ACLU advocated for Proposition 47, which changed the sentencing guidelines. So right now, you can literally go out, do whatever you want, commit crimes.
Ho, let me stop the press with this. My man Victor sent me $100. That's what's up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That's what's up. Yeah, buddy. He took the $100 challenge. My man, thank you.
And you'll be out faster than the officers can finish the report, and that's a fact. You know, we're wondering how many times does somebody have to be arrested here in LA before they stay in jail? It's sad to say, but it's almost safer to hang out with Alec Baldwin on a movie set than to go shopping in Los Angeles right now. That's how crazy it is.
He bogus as hell for that. Alec Baldwin ain't got nothing to do with this.
It is so violent. We're telling people don't visit because we don't think we can keep you safe right now. And that's just sad to say.
Did you hear that? He said, we telling people don't visit because we don't think we can keep you motherfuckers safe. That's fucked up. Don't come to California because we don't think we can keep y'all ass safe. I know it's some Nigerians who just got off the plane watching this shit like, uh-oh. Oh man, these Nigerians mad at me. We just got here. Our plane just landed. Uh-oh. They just told us not to come. Why you do this? Why you have me come here and then you tell me I shouldn't come? Uh-oh. Now I'm in trouble. What's going to happen to me next?
Well, you know, Detective, in Los Angeles, you have zero bail because of COVID. You mentioned Prop 47. You also have District Attorney George Gascon, who did something like he's trying to release a convicted murderer 6 years into a 50-year jail sentence. So I'm wondering if you could start anywhere to make Los Angeles safer, what's the first thing that you would do?
Well, you know, you'd have to start with the governor. Gavin Newsom. He's advocated with ACLU for Proposition 47 as well as George Gascon, who authored that bill. And you know, here's an interesting twist too. You know, the CEO to Netflix gave $3 million to fight the recall campaign on Governor Gavin Newsom, and that's the son-in-law of Jacqueline Avant, who was murdered by somebody who got out of jail who should have been in jail. So first of all, you got to clean up from the top. You know, Gavin Newsom needs to be gone. We need to work on changing these laws back to make it tougher on crime. We need to get rid of these so-called progressive district attorneys. They are advocating for the criminals. It's almost like it's shame on you if you're a victim. It's like it's your fault. That's the way they see it.
Yes, and that's fucked up. That's the picture, the narrative that they're saying. And just, I think it was No Brash just said they telling work. It's like just like telling workers in New York, don't wear watches and jewelry so you don't get robbed. Yeah, ladies, don't carry purses and bring money and cars with you because you might get robbed.
So there's a lot of cleaning up to do, but we need to take back the streets. And to be honest with you, it shouldn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I think we should all want to feel safe in your home, and we should be tough on crime. And that's where it starts. You know, we have to start from the top and clean house all the way down.
You know, Jamie, one of the things that amazes me is that it's not just about how you deal with crime that the Democrats have a different idea for. It's also whether or not this crime is going on. And Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez has...
And he's about to talk about that. We already talked about it. But when you have no bail, essentially what you're doing is you're just putting the criminals right back out on the street. And if I'm a criminal and I get caught, I go to court and I don't have a bail and I come back out, what's going to keep me from doing what I've been doing that got me locked up in the first place? Because here's the thing, that one time I got caught is not the one time I've committed the crime. Criminals are criminals. If that's what I do, that's what I do. So it's like when you catch a criminal for stealing a car, it ain't the first time he stole a fucking car. It could be the 10th or it could be the 100th time that he's stolen it. He just got caught that one time. When you see people who have records and they have a history of doing shit, that's just what they've got caught doing, not all of the shit that they've done. So it's like when you see these people who got these records and people say, yeah, but that one time they did it. Yeah, you gotta average in that first time ain't that they got caught ain't the first time they've done it. So if I'm a fucking bank robber and I get caught robbing the bank, that ain't the first one. If I'm a nigga that's the stick-up kid of the neighborhood, the one time I get caught ain't the only time that I've done it. I've been robbing motherfuckers. I just finally got caught. Just like the dude who was in New York pushing people onto the fucking train tracks. He had been doing that shit for years, and they finally caught him. So it's like all of the shit that he'd been doing, he had never gotten caught. That doesn't mean that he didn't do the shit. That doesn't mean that he's been getting away with it. So when I'm a criminal and I'm committing these crimes and I finally get caught and then I go to jail and you let me back out, what the fuck you think I'm gonna do? That's just how it is. These people are they're literally holding these motherfuckers at they're holding the good people at hostage. They're making them hostages. They're making it to where people are going to be afraid to go out. They're making it to where people are not going to want to go outside. They're not going to feel safe. And I'm telling you like this, the reason why they're doing all of this, it's because they want you to live in fear. The more I'm worried about if I'm going to be safe going to work, the less I'm worried about what my politicians are putting through and passing through office. The more I'm afraid of somebody stealing or robbing me in the grocery store parking lot, the less I'm going to be concerned about what my governors are doing, what my mayors are doing. And here's the final piece. If you get me afraid to the point to where I don't feel as though I'm safe, my family's safe, now I'm at the point where I'm going to beg you to take away my freedoms because I think that you could potentially help me be safer. So I'll give up my guns. I'll give up my curfew. I'll go by a curfew. Everybody got to be in at 8 o'clock because after 8 o'clock, crime be so high at night. And what happens then? Now I have even more control and more power over you. Because if I can tell you when to come outside, when to stay in the house, if I can take away any weapon possible for that you can use to defend yourself against criminals or to defend yourself against me, I now have absolute power over you. Like these people in other countries, like Australia. Now see what the fuck is happening over there? Because of them fucking COVID mandates and making motherfuckers sit in the house, they fucking protesting and shit. They're out protesting, literally walking around with signs, and they're getting their asses beat by law enforcement. They're getting shot with rubber bullets just for going outside with protests with picket signs, not rioting, not setting shit on fire, not doing anything, outside with signs that they made to protest, and they're getting shot with rubber bullets and getting tear gas. So when everybody say they're not trying to take our gun, they ain't gonna take our gun, bullshit to the back. The more I get to pull at this thread of your freedom, the more control I have over you because you have no freedom. You have no rights. Keep signing them away and see what happens. So all of this shit that I've been saying, when we first started talking about this, when COVID first started hitting, now look at where we at today. They keeping motherfuckers in the house and telling motherfuckers they can't come outside. You gotta have your vaccine card. All that shit you gotta do now. And when you get to this point to where you see the criminals are starting to take advantage of you, what do? Do they crack down on crime? Nope. They let the criminals back out to keep doing the shit they've been doing. So they put you at even greater risk of getting hurt, getting robbed, or becoming a victim. They put the people that do that back out on the street faster so that they can continue to do it to you because they don't give a shit. And here's the final piece to this. Ain't it kind of funny how all of these cities that are doing this are blue? Ain't it funny how all of this shit that's going on where the states are just where it's out of control? It's been a rise across the country. But isn't it something how the spikes where it's outrageous? Isn't it funny that they're blue states? Ain't it funny that they're blue cities where all of this shit going on with? You connect the dots. What do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I want to thank everybody for coming through tonight. Thank you guys so much for clicking that like button, donating. If you're watching this on the replay, please feel free to donate and comment. I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I love you guys so much. Remember, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Don't give away your rights. Don't give up your freedom. Stay in the fight, even when it gets hard, even when it gets difficult. The responsibility for you to be safe is nobody's but your own. Remember that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourself and do something nice to somebody. Matter of fact, call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while just to see how they doing and tell them that you love them. I'm Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. I want to thank all my mods. Thank everybody that tuned in on the United Guns of America channel. If you haven't subscribed there, please do so. And thank you to everybody that is actually tuned in on the Relationship Rehab side. Till next time, peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.